Good evening, Miss Jones. This is Robin Hickson, and this is my presentation to you regarding the planning of an orientation program for our new employees. Um, I would just like to touch on a few things on this presentation. The first is the purpose of an orientation. The purpose of the orientation, I feel, is to acclimate new employees to their new organization. There's several things that I would like to point out that I think that new employee orientation and the purpose of the new employee in orientation. The first is to reduce anxiety. I think any employee coming into a brand new organization that they really don't know a lot about, don't know what to expect, the unknown is very frightening. And so I think having the orientation program reduces the anxiety that new employees can feel on a new job. I think a new employee orientation also reduces turnover rate because it allows for the employee to feel a part of the organization. It allows for the employee to feel like they are valued, that they are not just a number or a statistic, that they are an actual human being that is coming into an organization that genuinely cares about them and their future and what they have to offer, as well as it also gives the employee a snapshot of what they can expect from the organization. It lets them know that we are here for you, and we are here to help you to reach your career goals, and we are here to help you be the best employee that you can be. And lastly, I think it also develops realistical expectation. It allows the employee to know what we as an organization expect from them, as well as what they can expect from the organization from which they have decided to work. I think that makes employees feel so special and so good, and it makes them feel a part. It makes them feel welcome, and it makes them feel like they belong. And I think that is extremely important with new employees coming into an organization. The benefits of an orientation program, I have to say that once again, is that it allows for the employee to feel a part of something, a part of the organization. It is my opinion that most people, when they make applications to an organization, it's because they found this organization to be interested in, that this organization has something to offer them. So the benefits of this program, of the orientation program, I feel is to help broaden their expectations. It's to help them feel that they've made a good career choice and a good decision to come and work for our organization. It also alleviates a lot of stress, I believe, the orientation program, from supervisors. When you just take a new employee and you plop them into their department, they have no clue of what to expect or what is going to go on. So they rely on their supervisors or other employees in the organization or in their department to answer these questions for them. I believe that this orientation program can be designed so that it will alleviate that, and then the supervisor can spend more time with the new employee, training and acclimating them to their various departments. When you talk about target audience and who the orientation should be targeted for, I believe that in an HR orientation, it should be for all new employees coming into the organization at that time. I feel that the orientation program should coincide with paydays, with the beginning of the pay period, because then that would be the employee's very first day of the job. Although there may be some extenuating circumstances where we may have to put them in another orientation program, so therefore it won't be their first day of employment. But by and large, I would say 99% of them should start on the first day of pay period. And that's why you should be able to orientate registered nurses, along with doctors, along with techs, pharmacists, environmental services workers, electricians. It doesn't matter what the job is, that they all should be in one HR orientation, getting acclimated to the organization. When we talk about what topics we will discuss, I would like to outline the things that I feel that are important to discuss, and briefly the reason why. Introduction to the organization would be the very first one. That we can outline the mission statement, the vision, who we are, where we were, and where we plan on going in the future. I think this gives employees a sense of stability, which is extremely important. Compensation. I think employees want to know, about my money. How am I going to be compensated? And what other compensation incentives and measures does the organization offer? Employee benefits. Do I have medical coverage? Can my family be medical covered? What other type of benefits do they allow me? Tuition assistance. Can I further my education? Can I really make a career in this organization? Attendance and leave. I think it's important that employees know when to come to work, what is expected of them when they get to work, how to work, and and when life events happen, what does the organization offer me in terms of leave where my job is protected, such as family medical leave, bereavement leave, maternity leave, military leave, etc. And then we have general personnel practices, administrative guidelines. Most importantly, an overview of discrimination and workplace harassment. What does the organization say about that? Where do we stand with that? Equal opportunity. We are an equal opportunity employee. I think that it's important that our new employees know that and understand that this is an organization that believes in equal opportunity for everyone. Health and safety. Do we have employee health? We have employee health. We have, what do I do in case of an accidental spill? What do I do in case, I get a solution in my eyes? I think, and having those things in place and letting them know off the back that this is what the expectation is, I think is a value to the organization. Employee conduct. As an organization, what do we expect from you in terms of your actions and how you act? What do you expect from us? What do we expect from each other? And then separation. You may decide 6 months down the line that this job is not for me. This organization is not for me at the time, but I want to be in a position where I can come back. What if the organization decides that I am not the right fit for them after 6 months or so? So I think, to alleviate a lot of stress and anxiety, I think it's important to let employees know these types of things. How would we go about getting the information out? Certainly social media is important, but I do feel that it does not take the place of face-to-face, one-on-one interaction with the brand new employees. I think that gives them a sense of being able to identify with someone, not just being able to see someone on the screen, but actually being able to identify with a real person of the organization, to be able to have their questions answered, to be able to clear up any misunderstanding that they may perceive during about the organization or about the rules and the policies and procedures. I think that there is nothing that can replace the old-fashioned face-to-face conversation with an individual, but in lieu of trying to save the organization a little bit of money, I do believe that there are just some things that you shouldn't skimp on, and employee orientation is one of them. I think that is a major investment. When you set out to invest in your employees, then you are setting the employee up and the organization for success. I do believe that we can also have a website on the employee portals that will allow employees to go out and to read and to refresh their memories, or to clear up any questions that they may had and they didn't ask or they didn't think of. I think we can also look at doing that, but it is my belief that a good old-fashioned one-on-one classroom setting with handouts, PowerPoint presentation, the whole 9 yards, representatives from, the healthcare representatives from safety and security representatives from all aspects of the healthcare industry. I believe that it's just an investment that you would just see a return on time and time and time and time again. I look forward to speaking with you regarding this presentation and regarding to my recommendations. I'm certainly excited about the orientation program, and I'm certainly excited about working with you further on trying to implement the program. Thank you and have a good evening.